Dear students, Salam Alaikum. This is topic number 9, graphical analysis of forces in Physics 100. You can analyze the vectors sometimes with graphs, sometimes without graphs, sometimes it's better to use a combination of both for a better understanding. But today we shall focus on the graphical analysis of two forces, two or more forces. By what do you mean by graphical analysis? See, when you add two force, you will get a new force which is called the resultant force, Fr or just R, R for result. But before we start the graphical representation of forces, let's look at the angles. See, a full circle is made up of 360 degrees and the angle is measured in anti-clockwise direction. By anti-clockwise, we mean opposite to the clock. So the angle is always measured in this direction. Your graph has four quadrants. Quadrant 1, the angle 0 starts here, then it becomes 90 degrees here. Then it proceeds and becomes 180 here, then 270 here, then 360 also and 0 also. How? Yeah, after 11 o'clock you get 12 o'clock in your watch. But 12 o'clock is same as 0 in the watch. So in your watch the number 12 is also used for 0 and also used for 12. In a 24-hour clock, the 24 is used for both 0 and 24. So same thing happens here. The circle repeats after 360 degrees. We are using degrees today's discussion. There is another unit called radians. We don't need it today. So in your first quadrant, you have total 90 degrees, 0 to 90. This full straight line is 90 degrees. This is a vertical line, which is the y-axis, and this is the horizontal line is the x-axis. The vertical is y-axis. This angle is 90, this is 90, this is 90, this is 90. All of them are 90 and 4 into 90 is 360 degrees. Now, we cannot measure angles with your fingers or this thing. Distance you can measure with your feet. That's why you have that unit called feet. Or you can measure with the hand or with your fingers or by stretching two hands. But for the angle, that is very, very difficult. Most people can't do angles with the help of their fingers. Very, very difficult. What we have a small instrument called protractor. The protractor helps you to measure the angles, not helps, enables you to measure the angle. I'll tell you something about the protractor. Listen carefully. Many people make mistakes. Last year some students made mistake and they got 0 in their graph question. Now your angle starts here. Look at the red point. This is the starting point and look at the arrow. The arrow is the direction the angle is going like this, anti-clockwise, opposite to the clock. Now this full angle is 90 degrees and full straight line is 180 degrees. Now on your protractor you'll find two numbers written here, 80 and 100, 70 and 110, 20 and 160, 10 and 170 for example. Now here the blue line is the angle line. How much is it? Is it 60 or 120? See, you don't have to read. The angle is bit less than 90, so it has to be below 60. It has to be 60. Here the angle is more, so this angle is 120 and not 60. This is 130 and not 50, and this is 150. This is only 50 degrees and not 130 degrees. Your protractor will work for the full circle by shifting it, and your protractor has only 180 degrees. Look, after 10 you'll get 0 and you'll get after 170 180. 180 and 0 are also same, just like 0 and 360. So you should know how much is the angle. If the angle you are measuring here, it will be more than 90. If it is here, it will be 140 degrees and not 40. And these two numbers when you add, you will get 180 degrees. 60 plus 120 is 180. 80 plus 100 is 180. 10 plus 170 is 180. 0 plus 180 is 180. So you have to learn how to use the protractor. Many people make mistakes in their scientific drawings. Now what you do is you keep your protractor and you measure the angle with reference to a line. So this is your reference line, the blue color. The black is the starting dot. It has a name called vertex. Vertex means corner kind of thing in English sometimes. And the drawing is for 60 degrees. So you put a dot here at 60 degrees. Now you decide if the line is 2 centimeters, it will stop here. If it is 3, it will stop here. If it is 4 here, if it is 20 centimeters, it will stop here. Sorry, 10 centimeters. If it is 20 centimeters, it will be somewhere outside the paper in this drawing. So this dot will determine the angle, not the distance. If the protractor is small, your 10 centimeters will be outside. If the protractor is very big, then your line will be inside the protractor. So the protractor is for the angle, not for the side, not for the line. So you have to be very careful. This is just a reference point and this is a reference line. You lift the protractor and take a scale and make a line because the scale will tell you how many centimeters you want the line to be. Now we'll do one question, you'll understand. Now read the question 3 times. Vector A has a magnitude of 5 centimeter and makes an angle of 60 degrees with respect to the x-axis. Now look, the vector A has a magnitude of 5 centimeters and an angle and a direction, and the direction is given through the angle. See, vectors have two things, magnitude and direction. The magnitude is 5 centimeters and the direction is 60 degrees. With respect to what? With respect to x-axis. Read the question carefully. Sometimes the angle will be given with respect to y-axis or something else. So read the question 2 times. This is an easy question, so all your reference lines are x-axis. Vector B has a magnitude of 7 centimeter and makes an angle of 140 degrees with respect to the positive x-axis. Use the graphical method to find the magnitude and direction of vector R equal to A plus B. Now what you do is you have to draw two vectors A, then vector B, and it will add up to give the third vector. What are you going to get? With three things, you will get a triangle. You cannot get anything else. Now I'll show you this drawing in 3 steps. And all your answers will come from the drawing, so concentrate on the drawing. If your pencil is bad, if your scale is bad, if you are careless, you will get a wrong answer for the angle and the magnitude. There are two things which you have to find from the graph. Now this is your reference line, same as the protractor. This is your 60 degrees anti-clockwise, not 120 degrees, it is 60 degrees. Find the angle of 60 degrees and this dot is 60 degrees. Join these two with a length of 5 centimeters. If the protractor is small, your 5 centimeter will be outside the protractor. If the protractor is big, your line will be inside the protractor. The point will be on the protractor. Okay, the point will be here. You have no choice. But if the line is small, it is inside. If the line is big, it is outside. Part of it is outside. Draw the 60 degrees. Now you have to draw the second vector. The first vector is in red color. The second vector we are going to draw in blue color. Magnitude 7 centimeters and 140 degrees. Now forget about this part. You have to measure the angle on this straight line in the graph or on a white paper. So this angle is 140 degrees. See, a vector has tail and a head. So this is the tail and the arrow is the head. And you always join two vectors by tail and head. You never join two heads together in the initial drawing. Sometimes you'll see two heads together. I'll tell you why you see them together. Now, the red vector we have finished 60 degrees here. So I am not going to write 60 degrees again. It will confuse you. 140 degrees is here. The straight line is here. 140 degrees. You draw it and 7 centimeters. And in an ordinary protractor, it will be outside. Now you join with a black line. The red is the first vector, 5 and 60. The blue is the second vector, 140 and 7. Now you join here. Now you will see the two heads together. Don't worry. Because you have gone from here to here, then here to here. So what's the net result? You have gone from here to here. You go from A to B, B to C. So the net result is A to C. So your third vector will be by joining these two, this arrow and this corner here. Corner is the starting point of the vector A. Then you will measure this full black angle, which is 108 degrees exactly. I'll tell you why it is exactly 108 degrees after some time. Measure the length here, you will get about 9.3 centimeters and 108 degrees. So your magnitude is r equal to 9.3 centimeters and direction is r equal to 108 degrees. You can get 9.3 centimeters in your scale, but your angle cannot be a fraction. Look, the angle is 0, then 10 degrees. There are 10 lines. See, in your physics instrumentation, you can measure only one line. If something is between the two lines, you cannot say it is 2.5, 1.5. You choose one line. If you have only notes and no coins, you give person 1 real or 2 reals. You cannot say I cut a note and give half real. You need coins for that. So this, your ordinary scale 1 millimeter is the smallest. Some special scales have half millimeter. You can buy them in the local market. But for the protractor, you have only 1 degree. Look, between 100 and 90, there are only 10 lines. So one line is 1 degree. If you want less than 1 degree, you have to buy a very special protractor, which you will not get easily and you have to learn to use it. So for the length, there is no problem. You can use your scale. Most scales, the smallest number is 1 millimeter, 0.1 centimeter, or sometimes half millimeter, which is 0.05 millimeter. So in your answer, if you write 9.3, it is fine. But if you write 108.5, straight away you will get 0. Because with your scale and with your, not with your scale, with your protractor, you cannot get 0.5 degrees. That means you do not understand the thing or you cheated from the internet or from your calculator. You can add the vectors using this big formula. We are not going to do it. You have to do it on the graph in this step. So just write. If you think it is close to 7, write 107. If it is close to 9, write 109. Both are correct. But 108.5 is totally wrong because your machine cannot give that much. If there is no seconds hand in your watch, you talk only about hour and minute. You cannot talk about seconds. Yes, if you have a seconds hand, then you can say yes, 1 minute and 3 seconds. Otherwise, you'll say 1 minute and 2 minutes. If it is close to 1 minute, you'll say 1 minute. If it is close to 2 minutes, you choose 2 minutes. The choice is yours. Both will be correct, 1 minute and 2 minutes. But if you say 1 minute and 21 seconds, gone. You cannot choose a middle point if there are no lines. Your drawing should be at a line and there are only 10 lines between 10 degrees and 20 degrees. That means one line is 1 degree. We have to be very careful. So we say about. It depends on the quality of your protractor and the quality of your pencil. Some people will get 109, 110. Some people will get 9.5, 9.1. All are fine in your campus exam. But in your multiple choice, only one answer will be correct. So please do your drawings carefully. Now we have one more question. The vector A is 7 centimeters and 30 degrees with positive x-axis. Vector B is 6 centimeters and 120 degrees. Find r equal to A plus B. Now again we draw the first vector 7 and 30. Mark 30 degrees and join with a line which is 7 centimeters in long. So you have 30 degrees and 7 centimeters. The 7 centimeters will be outside the protractor most of the time. Most protractors are 5 centimeters. Now, the blue line, the second vector is represented by the blue line 6 centimeters and 120 degrees. Now, please remember that the second vector will come on the head of the first vector. You always draw head, tail, head, tail. The result will be two heads together. Now make 120 degrees here. Do not measure the angle here. Measure the angle at the head. It should be 120 degrees and this length should be 6 centimeters. You can see from your eyes this is 7 and this is 6. Or you can check in the handout if you want. It will be 7 is to 6. It's not exactly 7 centimeters. It is proportional to 7 and proportional to 6. Now after you have drawn the two vectors, join the line head to head, tail to tail, head to head, because you have gone from this direction. First you have gone this direction, then this direction, this distance, and the net result is from first point to the last point. Your journey was from the red, then the blue. So your result is from here to here. And that result is 9.2 centimeters approximately and approximately 71 degrees. Some people will get little less and little more. In campus exam, we allow an error of 2-3 degrees. But in multiple choice, you have to get the exact answer and I'll tell you how to get it. Now it depends on the magnitude and the direction. Your final triangle can look like this. It can look like this. Or it can look like this. In each case, it will look different. Now it is 6 and 50, 9 and 150. So I am only going to give you the result. First draw the red vector. You'll get 6 centimeters and 50 degrees. Look, it looks like 50 degrees. Then you have to draw 150 degrees. 150 is a very big angle. And you can see it is 9 centimeters and 150 degrees. And the result is 9.9 centimeters and magnitude and the direction is 113 degrees. This angle, the black angle, it's more than 90. You can see at about 20 degrees. If you do it carefully, it is 23. 90 plus this 23 is 113 degrees. See, I'm trying to read the angle from the diagram. It's not easy. It comes with practice. Some people can read it. They can look at the olives and tell you how much oil will come out of it just by looking at the olives and smelling them. It is like that. So you can look at a triangle and know the angles. It comes with practice. Now the next and the last question, you have three vectors. A is 6 centimeters and 50 degrees, B is 7 centimeters and 130 degrees. Read the full sentence. And the vector C is 8 centimeters and 240 degrees. So let me explain how you get 240 degrees. A is how much? A is 6 and 50. So you draw 6 centimeters at an angle. First find the angle 50 degrees and 6 centimeters. It will be outside the protractor. 7 centimeters and 130. Now make an angle of 130 here and 7 centimeters. You can see this is 7 centimeters bigger than the red. Then the third vector is 8 centimeters and 240. You can see the 8 centimeters, the 240 will come from here. You draw a small line here and then measure the angle. How do you get 240 here? Look here. This is 90. This is 90. 180. You need 40 degrees here. So shift your protractor. Take your protractor and keep it upside down here and measure 40 degrees because this is 180. 180 plus 60 is 240. So you put 60 degrees in this direction. In this direction. See, keep a protractor on the screen of this video or of the handout. You draw 60 degrees here, so 180 plus 60 is 240. Now don't tell me the protractor doesn't have 240. The protractor has 360 degrees. 180 plus 180, you shift the protractor. If your scale is 10 centimeters and you have big distance, what do? You keep the scale 2 times and you get 10 plus 10, 20 centimeters. So you can double. So in the protractor also 60 plus 60 is, sorry, 180 plus 180 is 360 degrees. So you shift the protractor upside down something like that, and you will get 240 degrees. Now you have gone like this, like this, like this. The result will be small because you have wasted by going in the wrong directions. If you go directly, it is a small distance, the displacement is very small, and this displacement from the diagram, it looks like 5.6 centimeters, and this full angle is 157 degrees. You can go to my YouTube channel and read about these topics. And there's a thing called vector calculator available at this website. Please go there and play on that website. I have told you about this website before also. That will help you to do many calculations, inshallah. Practice your vectors on this website. Put two vectors a and b and you will get the vector r equal to a plus b. Thank you. Inshallah, see you in the class soon.